The chain rule is how we deal with a function of a function. Now it looks quite complicated when you look at it algebraically as we've got it here, but it's easier in operation. You just have to be a little bit careful with it. So we're talking about something that's y equals f of g of x. So what we're looking at here is that the original x goes into one function g, comes out of it as g of x, and then goes into a second function f, and then you get f of g of x out of the end. So in the example I've given here, the g function would be the x squared plus x plus 1, and then the f function would just be an x cubed. So the x squared plus x plus 1 goes into f and gets cubed, and that's why the cube is on the outside here. And we refer to this as the outside function and the inside function. So the inside function is the x squared plus x plus 1. So when we have y equals f of g of x, dy dx is f dashed g of x times g dashed x, which looks really complicated. So it's best that we just look at an example because it's not that bad. Okay, so the outside function here is the power 4, and the inside function is the x squared minus 2x. So we differentiate this bracket as if the bracket just contains x. So it's like that. Just think about it. If you differentiate x to the 4, what do you get? You get 4x cubed. So that's what I've done, but I'm treating the bracket as x. But of course the bracket isn't just x. So what we then do is multiply by the differential of what's inside the bracket, which is 2x minus 2. And then we tidy that up. What I'd normally do is bring that term into here and then have the x squared minus 2x cubed. And of course I've got a factor of 2 I can take out of there, so I'd have 8x minus 1, x squared minus 2x cubed. For this one here, first of all, use your knowledge of indices, and you've got 1 minus 2x to the power negative a half. So the x to the negative a half is the outside function. So the negative a half comes down and multiplies the 4, we get negative 2. 1 minus 2x, subtract 1, negative 3 over 2. And then we have to multiply by the differential of the inside function, which in this case is negative 2. Negative 2 times negative 2 gives me a positive 4. And remember our index laws, we've got 1 minus 2x to the power 3 over 2 on the bottom, because that's a negative 3 over 2. And then there's different ways that you could write that, as I discussed in the last option. So I could look at that as being 1 minus 2x to the 1 multiplied by 1 minus 2x to the half, giving me the 1 and a half, 3 over 2. So I'm going to write that as 1 minus 2x root 1 minus 2x. But there's other correct ways that you could write that, such as the root of 1 minus 2x cubed.